Kajingelang kanun menteri hine ke khatsantrik jilio kala sheme karai ban Mynjur ki katuk ne ki kendon platerwa da Tnat mining and geology helor ka minor mineral concession rules khnam bante la kam ki kendon ka bai dei ba kajingti ki marpo kendo kani kalong ban pentikna ba kinu ginong ti marpo kendo ki ha ban bot ki kendon ki bai dei bat ban yo ru ya kajing penchisha na ka Tnat haswa ban pelong ye kendo kajingti marpo kendo la kalong kendo ko benta.
Now, the minor mineral concession rule, as has been notified, as you are all aware, to ensure that the whole mining activities in respect of the minor minerals are based on the various compliances required to be adhered to by the miners to meet the requirements of various statutory laws. Therefore, these minor minerals concession rules have been notified, as you are aware, and now it is in the process of implementation. But however, there has been a review to look at how, as the whole minor minerals concession rules now become effective, and therefore the whole process for providing clearances in respect of the mining plan submitted by the prospective miners when are examined. Then there are certain challenges which has been confronted, and therefore this was basically because some portions of the rules were required to be inclusive of few provisions which was not added there. So to have better clarity on this minor mineral concession rule, there is a proposed amendment of the Rule 6 where there be one clause added into the clause which includes, to give a clarity, sell deed, gift deed, declaration deed, lease deed or land holding certificate, patta duly authenticated by the concerned authority, and lease agreement to be certified by a public or notary or first class magistrate. These corrective amendments are required to have a complete clarity. Now, it is also again very important for all of us to understand that as per the Meghalaya Transfer of Land Regulation Act 1971, the definition of transfer also includes lease. Okay, not just sale, not just mortgage. Even lease is also covered under the definition of sale. Therefore, this clarity is required. And in respect of one more clause, there was a need to indicate the department in the right perspective vis-a-vis its application of the law linked to the department, where it has been proposed that in the Rule 24, the clearance from Revenue Department is required. So instead of just saying Revenue and Disaster Management, we say that wherever applicable under the Meghalaya Transfer of Land Regulation Act 1971. That means the purpose of this clause is to ensure that all these proposals are examined and scrutinized from the perspective of the Meghalaya Transfer of Land Regulation Act 1971. This was not there in the original rule which has been notified. Therefore, this proposed amendment, where we are adding this clause, wherever applicable under the Meghalaya Transfer of Land Regulation Act 1971.
Adian kajing senchar administrator rule haka Gorals Autonomous District Council bat kajing no kam usiyam kani ko Autonomous District Council ka Sorkar jila kajing ilang jong kanun menteri hene kasngi kala batha ikit ka Gorals Autonomous District Council lani ki MDC baki de ban thano ka executive committee pathmai kana manla man pentri kam kat kum ki kendon jong ki Autonomous District Council haka jila Dr. Mukul Sangmau luong baka jingbu por ulat ka jila kala kot hubna yayong pakum tala dun kam man thau ka isi ka pathmai rungkat ki kendon an na ulat baka Sorkar jila.
So the proposal is now to revoke this notification and to also summon a special session of Gorals Autonomous District Council to enabling the members, elected members, to elect a new chief executive member of the district council, and therefore following that there will be a constitution of the new executive committee, and then this executive committee can continue the process of voting of the demands for grant and passing of the provisional budget as indicated in the cabinet memo. Now, when an administrator is there, it is always a stopgap arrangement, and since they have an elected body, so the government desires that they be given an opportunity to now come together, elect a new CM, constitute a new executive committee, and fulfill their mandated responsibilities as elected representatives of the concerned Autonomous District Council.
Menteri Rangbak ke Jela ke Jingelang berkinong thok kubor hadin pelawai ke Jingelang ke Kanun Menteri Menta ke sengi ke Khatsan Terek Ujliau ulong bak channel C ke Kanun Leno pat ulong bo khmi lenti bak KSU ke Kanun Seng Balang ke badan jingkit kli pat tharai bakandan ke Jingede apdeng jongki ulong bak channel C ke Kanun Persyari pat ke KSU ke tebba yaki anya ke Jela pat ke snguthu bakamde panile persya hendai ke Sorkar kan hab banwat benya balesi kelak bandan ke Jinge Sela hakanu kunu ke benta ula pentebru baki pulit kidang wat ban kemi kibri badan keti ban pentot ya ke chong suk chong san long ru umla ban chong ya kren bat kibriu kibale kam snio bat pen kenya ke an bat unum kala na ke baula jukren banum ya kren bat kinong pen kenya sisngia shwa jong ni wana kaliang State Security Commission ru kala da ban chong apok ke Jingelam jong menteri rang ba ke Jela hakaba kala patha yaki pulit ke Jela Bakindan daga jing toket banlap laga day ne em bakadan ke Jinge Sela pdeng ke channel C pat ke KSU.
As citizens of this beautiful state, we want to ensure that we are perceived as a state where law prevails. In a state where law prevails, then people say that, yeah, that's a state which is most livable. And so that is how we want to connect the state of Meghalaya. That is how we want to connect our people of Meghalaya with the rest of the world, where everybody understands that, okay, there is a law. Law is good for good people. Only bad people should be scared of law. Because law is to regulate the behavior of people who want to break the law. So therefore, law is good for everybody. Law is good for the good of the state. Law is good for the larger good of the people. Therefore, law has to prevail. These laws are for our future progress and prosperity, for the future progress and prosperity of our generation next. The issue of engaging with, talk with militants should be after taking the state into confidence, not just Government of India. This has happened in the past. This has happened with NSCN. This has happened with ANBC. That is the reason why we are in this mess. So today we have made it abundantly clear before Government of India at the highest level that any engagement with so-called terrorists, there are two categories of militant outfits. One is those who have been already notified as terrorists, and another one which is actually notified as banned outfit as per the law of the land, and others who are not yet. Who are not yet. Meaning there are criminal groups of criminal activities. So
that's what like Aula also had.
Yeah, what has happened? We have only told them, you surrender. You surrender and take the advantage of the packages, rehabilitation. They have surrendered. So we are telling everybody like this. HNLC also can surrender. GNLA also can surrender. If government engages in talk, what is the irony? You talk when there's a reason to believe that you are not being able to deal with them. I have maintained that in 2004, ANBC was almost going to surrender. That is the time when this ceasefire agreement was signed in Delhi, which was represented by Chief Secretary in as far as the state government is concerned, without the knowledge of political leaders. That is the worst precedents that happen for this state. Therefore, we don't want to again commit that same kind of mistake. We know how to deal with these people. We are dealing with these people, and we want to ensure that peace prevails in this state. It will not be, far from now when Meghalaya will be the same old island of peace.